Well, John, just firstly, what can you take from Tuesday's performance into the weekend?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of positives from the game. I think we were really solid. Obviously, defensively, I think we controlled the game for probably 80% of the time. Maybe towards the back end, things got a bit open, and we maybe conceded a couple of chances we didn't want to concede. But by and large, I thought we really had good control of the game. I think in terms of improvements, we want to just be a bit more ruthless in the final third. We had some good opportunities to get the ball in the box, some good opportunities to get shots on target that just went a bit wayward. So that would be my only criticism. Like I said after the game on the night, I thought some really good things, but we just have to make sure we're a bit more ruthless and clinical.
How have you worked on going about those improvements ahead of the weekend?
There's very little we can do in terms of work out on the training pitch. It's been a turnaround that's just purely about making sure the lads are ready to come back in and train tomorrow. We had a few issues with obviously the rain, but thankfully we've got the facilities to overcome that. So that's been a real positive for us today, that we've actually been able to go and train. And it's been just one of those where it's recovery for the lads. We're going to look at sort of a few bits tactically, but there's nothing we can do overnight in terms of making sure that lads get their head down and put the ball low and hard into the bottom corner if possible.
What sort of threat are you expecting from Reading?
I think they're a good side. They've obviously been deducted points, and I think that's hit the momentum in terms of where they are in league position. But they're a much better side than where they're sitting in the league at the moment. They've got some really good players. That if you look at the likes of Sam Smith, whose signature was competed for over the summer by a lot of top sides in League One and probably the Championship as well. Harley Dean, ex-Championship player, Lewis Wing, all of these players I think up and down the side that provide real good competition, and they've got a good blend of youth and experience as well. I think on top of that, they're coached by a manager who was coaching in the Premier League last year, so we should expect a stern test. I know there's a lot going on off the pitch for Reading, but that's none of our concern at the moment. We've just got to make sure we get our heads down and perform as well as possible.
What approach will you and the team take to the game?
It would be positive as always, and we'll try and play the way that we have played over the past few weeks, and we just want to get on the front foot and try and play some good football. And I think Reading will want to do the same. They do play really good football. They try and play from the back, and that's going to make for an interesting game. So I think it should be a good game on Saturday.
Conor Ogilvie obviously went off injured on Tuesday. Is there any further update on his situation?
Nothing conclusive at the moment. Conor's going for a scan tomorrow, but unfortunately it looks like it's not going to be a short-term one. So very similar to the injuries we've had to Cassini and to Marlon with ankle ligament damage. Unfortunately, he's still in crutches and a boot today, so maybe sort of 6 to 8 weeks. Hopefully we can see him back, but I'll have more for you on Saturday after we've had the scan results.
It's a bit too soon for Marlon and some of the other lads as well.
Yeah, Marlon won't be back until after the Oxford game, I think. So that's the sort of timescale that we're looking at getting him back. He's been out on the grass today, progressing really nicely. But I think the closest to return are him and Tom Lowry. But at the moment, nothing imminent.
Speaking to Will Norris earlier about the impact the fans have had so far this season, looking back to last Saturday, they had such an impact. How important is it they know how much of an impact they have, especially ahead of trips like they've got this weekend to Reading?
I think they know, or hopefully they know. Hopefully they know how much of an influence they have over the side at home and how much of an influence they can have away from home. Again, a cold Tuesday evening in October, they packed out the away end, and it was a horrible journey up there on Tuesday afternoon, and we got back at a really early hour on Wednesday morning. I'm sure the fans did as well. So we really appreciate it. We appreciate what they do, and they can have a massive impact. It's as simple as that. There's going to be an interesting atmosphere, I think, at Reading at the weekend. So I think if we can get on top of that in one of the shorter journeys up, towards that area, then it'll be great. I think we can make a real difference in the stadium.